Desensitization, having been made to feel less shock or distress from cruel images of public actions. This new agenda started to occur around 2005 with the change in media, entertainment, and animation. The normal cartoon that was consumed by prior generations was made by official media students that went to school for it. Nowadays, you can watch small cartoons and animations from individuals that know nothing about animation. YouTubers are now the new news reporters. The average YouTuber is not taking media classes at all. Plus, there's really no consequences to what's being posted. So in return, the average consumer is being desensitized over the hands of time unconsciously. Painting the narrative. Most people know that the government used the internet to paint their narrative. What about other people? The government is not the only people with influence. With numbers and influence, you can paint a narrative on the internet. So with any and everybody able to push their agenda because of influence, we have a world of agendas being pushed on us unwillingly. Anyone who had influence is pushed by the algorithm on whatever website of choice. We think that we're watching what we want because they throw terms around like personal playlists for you. And they allow us to block what we don't want to see after we done already seen it. And that's the key. We already seen it. The harm is done. So blocking after the fact is frivolous. Do you think the blocking feature helps a kid that just seen a video of someone killed in a horrible way? No, it doesn't. If you can remember the days before the internet, you can remember the time where no graphic images was really shown. Remember, I did say the time where there was no internet. And we all know when it came to TV, not any and everyone can just have their own television show. With the internet now, your YouTube channel is the new TV. Do remember that anyone can open a YouTube channel with no criteria or stipulations, only some community guidelines. Can you remember shows like Beavis and Butthead, Boondocks, The Simpsons? All these shows had messages within them, along with a lot of racial slurs and obscenities. The insane part to it was, why were we watching these shows in the first place as kids? Granted, most shows came on after midnight and most parents didn't allow their kids to watch them. But that didn't mean that the parent had to keep 24-hour surveillance on them just to make sure that they couldn't watch it. Now that we covered the initial process of desensitization, let's get into why. Why would anyone want to desensitize the masses? What's the upside to it? Remember, the meaning of desensitization is to make one feel less shocked from visions of cruelty. Every one of us knows that violence makes the most money when it comes to entertainment. In order for the masses to be in line and not protest against violence being promoted on TV, they found small attractions of violence like boxing to UFC, all the way to hunting. We can now see the most violent acts done on TV like it's normal. The violence deployed on TV is then emulated by the masses. Big profit. The profit that is made from violence is astronomical. Off one murder, the government makes money in multiple ways. For example, if a person gets shot, everyone from hospitals, pharmaceuticals, lawyers, judges, stenographers, and a whole lot more gets paid from that violence. Another example, the person who shot the person gets caught. Who stands to make a profit? The prison institutions has multiple sectors within itself. Everyone from prison guards, wardens, nurses, to case managers stand to make a profit off that one inmate. So it's simple. Without violence, there would be no profit. So the betrayal of violence on TV is the start of it all. Ask yourself, how many people you know wanted to be Scarface and how many people you know wanted to be the good kid Coach Cheeks from Cooley High? Inspirations from shows like Jeffersons and Family Matters gave us hope and redirected our thoughts on how to live. Shows like The Wire and reality TV gave us a negative motivation. Let's go to the drill scene music real quick. The acceptance of being violent on TV calls for another kind of motivation. For starters, drill is basically a lifestyle of violence portrayed in music originally from out of Chicago. With record labels seeing that this was the new profit, they started to focus and sign all artists that was into the streets heavy. The consumer statistic shows that more violent videos are watched amongst the youth. In return, artists started to feel that they have to do the same thing to be relevant, which is true because of the machine running it will only allow a certain artist in. So you ask yourself, why is our youth more into the violent side of the entertainment? Simple. Desensitization. I want to give a special thanks to all the people tuning in, everybody viewing. I want to make sure, I give y'all my personal opinion at the end of this. Me personally, I feel that it's cool for, people to be able to just come and have their own channel and stuff. But I do feel that, it needs to be, like a certain cap on it. Like, these people are just doing any and everything out here for our kids to watch. When it comes to obscenities, curses, dark material, it's just bad. It's at an all-time high. And I actually stopped my son from watching YouTube. So I really, just wanted to touch on this topic to let everybody know that this is not one of those. It's real genuine. It's really coming from me, and I want everybody to do the same. Be aware of what your kids is watching on these, channels, YouTube or, regular TV. It doesn't really matter. Shout out to everybody. As y'all can see, I've been doing a lot of work. Feds Exposed is something I've been working on for a long time. Y'all can tune into that. I have other audio books that y'all can check out. Instead of just, picking up a book and having to read, you can just listen. Tune in at the time, Appreciate y'all. But everybody tuning in, make sure you secure the bag, secure your family, stay brinked up.